guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to another song review and welcome back to another Nightwish Wednesday. Today we're going to be listening to Sacrament of Wilderness from the Buenos Aires 2018 show. And I thought I listened to this before, but I didn't. I actually had to go back and see what song I did listen to, and it was Last of the Wilds. So I was getting my wild and my wilderness confused. So this one is a new one to me, and I'm very excited to check it out. So let's pop our headphones on, turn it up, and here we go. I like the intense drums right from the beginning. Oh, and the wolf. That's my favorite animal. A wolf. Very cool. Wow. What an intro. I love the guitar and the keyboard together, and the windmills, of course. The music sounds so awesome though. I really like that. And then it gets even more powerful sounding. That's intense drumming though, like very fast. An awesome crowd too. Couldn't tell if he was saying something there. His lips were moving a bit. Whoa.
Thank you!
That was awesome. everything just picked up so much at the end. I mean, the song was from the very beginning, like the drums, everything, it was intense right from the start, but it just gradually just like got more powerful sounding and just faster, obviously. And that was really cool. So I'm gonna look into the lyrics really quick before I say anything else about the song and see what I can find, because it's hard. Like, I love listening to things for the first time, like a reaction. I love doing this, but it's hard to take everything in sometimes. I'm trying to listen to it floor, I'm trying to pick up on the lyrics, but then I'm getting like swept away by the music. So yeah, let me just take a glance at the lyrics. So on song meanings, because it's hard for me to really come to a conclusion with this. And I love one of my favorite things about Nightwish is that they have such deep poetic lyrics, but sometimes it's hard for me to come up with like what could they have been talking about. And this is one of those. I don't know what to make of it exactly. But a couple people, well, there's a lot of differences in opinions on this one. Somebody said, I believe this song is about the relationship between humankind and nature, using imagery from ancient societies. Midwinter is mentioned, which is another way of saying winter solstice, which in many ancient cultures was a time of spiritual ceremony. This is followed by the contrast between an idolized angelic feature frozen in the snow with a humanoid form, perhaps an earth goddess, representing how humans view nature or the tamed motherly forces of nature, and the wild primal wolves, symbolic of the fierce untamed forces of nature. I've read that probably weird, but contrast between wild energies and humans controlling them continues. The tameless is nature, the one with the tool is man. The journey from the cave calls to mind vision quests or other spiritual journeys in older societies. That's like very deep here. Somebody said lyrics, as always, are complex and interesting. There is an angel and she is living in the snow and the cold, frozen. Wolves come near it, but seems they don't attack her. This other dude leaves their cave in search of a way to make the angel remembered, then worries if she might die. The song talks about a fallen angel in the snow and how she's surrounded by wolf tracks, and there's a guy watching her die/suffer in the snow from the warmth and safety of his cave. He doesn't help her, but he feels sorry for her. Just like we all, at one point in our lives, see someone else suffer, but we think that we probably can't do much to help. So we stand by and watch it all happen, the whole time just feeling sorry for the other person. Somebody said they think it's about The Hobbit. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I want to hunt the tameless heart. I want to learn the wisdom of mountains afar. We will honor the angel in the snow. We will make the streams for our children flow. From my cave, I watch the land untamed and wonder if some becoming season will make the angel melt in shame. But that could just mean like springtime could make an angel melt in shame. Is it really about an angel? Is that just a figure of speech? I don't know. It's very interesting though, and musically, it's interesting because I feel like there's a contrast if that's really what it's about. If it is a darker song, the song itself musically sounds upbeat and like happy almost, or maybe just intense. I don't know. And that's actually what I really like about this one is the music. Do you ever see the quote that says like sometimes you need the music, sometimes you need the lyrics? This song I was drawn to through the music. And I've said this before, but especially like the keyboard and guitar together, it made me think of Trans-Siberian Orchestra, especially this time of year. You know, you hear that kind of music more, but that's what I think of a lot with them. And I've said this before too, but I love Trans-Siberian Orchestra, so the comparison is a compliment. But yeah, musically, I love this. Lyrically, I'm not so sure what it means. So that's where you guys can come into play and tell me what this song is about, because you guys know better than anybody. So please let me know in the comments. Please continue to vote in the poll for on Sunday. I think the Pretty Reckless was winning, which I was surprised because I think they've been in the poll a couple times before and they weren't in the lead. So sometimes you just have to switch up the bands and then that band takes the lead, but there's still time. So vote in that, and I will see you guys on Friday for, is it our last festive Friday? No, there are 2 festive Fridays left in the month. I had to look at the calendar. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on Friday. Bye.